had to go to two separate Spirit Halloweens for these shirts. I love horror movies. You all should know that by now, like for real. I love American Psycho. This is one of my favorite movies. It's a classic. Even never looked so damn good. You right. And so, but this is mostly what I even went to the goddamn store for. Yeah, baby. Terrifier 3 release tomorrow. Obviously, it was released like September 29th or something, or September 24th, but they are now showing it in theaters, I'm guessing, and it will be playing tomorrow. Late ass showings, but guess where I'm gonna be at? I'm going to see it. Ew. So a couple things that I may or may not have mentioned prior is I was not a fan of Sienna in Terrifier 2. I just was not. I felt like her character was very cardboard and kind of boring and just like la-di-da. I didn't necessarily feel any passion or any compassion from her or for her. But in his third one, she definitely kicked it up. I seen a lot more emotion in damn near everything she did. I got the passion and the compassion that I needed in 2 from her. I definitely got it in 3. So I will say, in a lot of ways, it was kind of like she was feeling out her character in 2. And in this third one, she fully got the grasp and the concept of who Sienna was supposed to be. And I definitely was with it. Jonathan, honestly, I'm hearing a lot of people say they can really do without Jonathan. And to be fair, I'm kind of feeling the same thing. Jonathan character, he was annoying in part 2. And in part 3, he's kind of like a cardboard on this one. Like how Sienna was kind of cardboard cut out in 2. He's kind of cardboard cut out in 3. Now, that does not mean I don't want to see Jonathan in 4. And that doesn't mean I wanted Jonathan to be killed off screen. But with that supposedly off screen kill, he may still find a way to come back. He may not be dead, or he might be dead, but maybe he's like a demon, some type of spirit, some type of something that will be able to come back and apply some assistance, because what the fuck else is he doing? Even though he did all the research to why Art is a demon and why the pale face was a this and was that, what got on my nerves about Jonathan this time around was that how the fuck do you go through a traumatizing ordeal with your sister, lose your parents, damn near lose both of your lives, yours and your sister's lives, but then you want to go off to college and then think everything is gravy? Oh, he's not coming back. You killed him. I don't believe you. You this, you that. Like, how you gonna turn on your sister like that when you just went through this traumatic experience? Who gives a fuck if it was 5 years ago or 5 minutes ago? That happened. That legit happened. And the fact that you was writing and telling your sister and doing all this demonology research and saying that he's a demon and you gotta kill him and you gotta do this, and now your story has completely changed. No. No. That's not how this works, Jonathan. Sienna should have slapped some sense into his ass, because ain't no way we went through this and now you acting like I'm crazy because I know for a fact that Art the Clown is back. That pissed me off about it. It pissed me off about it because I'm like, Jonathan, why do you have to be so fucking weak? But I love Jonathan. I have a soft spot for Jonathan. But it's like, come on, man. Come on. Seriously? How is it that your sister's in a mental institute, but you get to go off and be in college and pretend that everything's okie-dory, and finally when your sister comes out, you want to call her crazy? That's not what we doing. That's not what we doing. So, I think that was all I wanted to say. I think that was all I wanted to say. Jonathan, do better. Like, come on now. Which is probably why his ass supposedly got his ass cut up, because he ain't want to believe shit. That really irked me. I'm like, bro, are you serious? You seen Art the Clown with your own eyes and the pale-face girl, and you seen your sister in battle, and your ass is getting nibbled on by Art the Clown. Like, why are you saying your sister is crazy? You just said he was a demon, so you think demons just die that quickly, right? Nah, I don't think so. So, yeah, I was disappointed in Jonathan on Terrifier 3, and I was kind of annoyed with Jonathan in Terrifier 2. Another part that I found very cool was pass the rice. Pass the rice. I thought that was interesting because when I first went to see it and everybody was talking and I heard pass the rice, I'm like, hold on. Who the fuck said that? Because we see everybody else is talking and you like, huh? You know, you might think that was Gabby, or you might think that was the mom or something. You could have even thought it was Sienna. But we get a glimpse at everybody at the table and we hear pass the rice. And we don't see nobody else, you know, at the table, because everybody else is there. Everybody else is talking, but she's still hearing pass the rice. And she looks and she sees her dead friend just bloody the fuck out. I'm like, yes. Yes. I adored that. Like, I thought that was a really, really cool scene. For some reason, it kind of took me back to The Black Phone. Two totally different movies. But when she was saying pass the rice and then she did that real fucking crazy ass scream, I was like, oh, this is giving me The Black Phone. When the boy was in the basement and the the dead boy popped up and he screamed or whatever and it echoed and all that shit. I thought that was Chef's Kiss. That was wonderful. And I am extremely excited to see part 4. Hopefully they end it at part 4. I kind of don't want them to, but then I'm like, if Damien does not end this at part 4 and he takes it on longer than it needs to be taken on, it's going to go downhill. And I do not want to see such a good, such a cool ass independent franchise plummet downhill. You know, we don't need fucking 10 Terrifiers, you know. Just like we don't need all them whack-ass Halloween movies, them whack-ass Friday the 13th. We don't need that. All these motherfucking Saws, we don't really need that. I love Art the Clown, but I want Art the Clown to stay on top. I don't want the whole story and everything to just drop from up under us, you know. I want Art the Clown to stay kind of culty because I don't want him to be ruined by Hollywood, you know, with all they dumb bullshit. Because the only thing they want is money instead of actually caring for the film and the fans of the film, you know. I really appreciate Damien for what he's doing. I hope he's proud because he really has something really, really good on his hands. I'm glad that he kept going from All Hallows Eve and he decided to turn this whole thing into a creation. And that's exactly what it is. When I think of horror, I think of Freddy Krueger, I think of Hellraiser, and now I think of Terrifier, Art the Clown, all the way. He's legit up there with those guys. I don't like Michael Myers. I don't like Jason. Those movies suck to me. Those made me not like slashers because I'm like, is this the only thing y'all can do with a fucking slasher? This is horrible. It's absolutely sucky. Hellraiser, such a classic. Nightmare Before Christmas, always a motherfucking... Hold on, Nightmare Before Christmas? I definitely didn't mean to say that. Nightmare on Elm Street, definitely a fucking classic. And Terrifier. Terrifier 1, 2, and 3, definitely classics thus far. Now, honestly, Terrifier 2, parts of that I did not like. But I definitely appreciated everything about it. Like I said before, I think the timing of Terrifier 2, as far as how long they were dragging out scenes and things like that, it gave it that weird, awkward, okay, this scene should be over type deal. Like, a lot of people have been saying pieces of part 2 should be cut out. And it really can be. It doesn't really need to be that long, to be honest. And at this point, I don't really mind it being lengthy, but I need it to make sense and I need it to all add up in the end. And I need the scenes to be what they should be and not just there just because. And I feel like some scenes in Terrifier 2 were just drawn out too long. Doesn't mean I didn't like Terrifier 2 because I absolutely did. I was just as fucking excited as I was to see Terrifier 2, just like I was to see the third one. But again, my favorite is Terrifier 3 thus far. Terrifier 3, then 1, and then 2. And I'm trying to think of everything so I can get it all out. This is the part 3 of me talking about me going to see Terrifier 3 for the second time on a Tuesday evening. And I recommend it to everybody. If you're somebody who gets offended easily, I would definitely hold off on seeing this. If you are somebody who doesn't want to see kids get chopped up, don't go see it. But I feel like if you're going to see a Terrifier movie, especially 3, you gotta know what you're getting into. And if you know what you're getting into, then you should definitely sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because art is a fucking classic. All right, y'all. I'm done. Go support indie film. Go support Damien. Go support Art the Clown. Go support David. David Howard Thornton. I believe I said his name correctly. If I didn't, I'm sure he'll come and correct me himself. As long as he comes as himself and not Art the Clown, we all good. Bye, y'all.